Alright, welcome back to another one, guys. Been gone for a while. Been under the weather. Truck has been in the shop since the time I got pulled over. Got everything fixed up. So yeah, after I got fixed up and everything, I got a little under the weather, got sick, and I didn't work good for 2 weeks, so that's why I didn't record. But we're here. Got a good one today. We are going to do 2 overweight loads. I don't have a triaxle, I have a regular 20, but I do have permits that go from Elwood and a state permit. That way we are protected in case we get pulled over. You know, at least we have the permits to be riding overweight. The only thing is, on the state permit, you kind of have to follow the roads and directions that it gives you, because that's the state route that they want you to take for an overweight load. I know a lot of you guys don't do it. That's preference. That's whatever you want to do. But you know, since I got pulled over, man, I've been getting so much crap from this company. I knew they were strict. I never had a problem with any company, but god damn, they're calling me every week for an update for this, for an update for that. So everything that the officer wrote down, a lot of it had to do with the chassis. There was a couple things on my truck he wrote down. You know, there was my hoses, my emergency hoses it was shaving. You go barely tell that there was any shaving or any rubbing, any rub marks, I should say. He tried to show me, but I didn't see it. I was like, alright, cool. I took a picture and I sent it to my dispatch and stuff. He wrote me down for no mud flap or no reflectors on the mud flaps. I know that. Wrote me up for the tints. I'm not gonna take the tints off, bro. Like, I'll just not go to Iowa anymore. And then a couple other things in here. They said ELD is not mounted. On my ELD, I was not pre-tripping every chassis that I picked up, but man, it's hard, dude. It's hard enough, you know, working in here, so we could, like I said, so in order for you to make money, you gotta do your work fast. Now, I'm not talking about you gotta be speeding, no, but you gotta do it fast. That way, you know, you can get to your other job and hopefully do 2 to 3 loads a day if you're doing extremely local. And for me to be taking 15 minutes each chassis, then that's, you know, it's taking up my time. I even told the lady that called me, and I told her, I was like, hey lady, time is money, and you expect me to do 15-minute pre-trips on every chassis, then I'm never gonna make money. I'm here to make money, not lose money. She said it's a requirement by Evans. Okay, I get it. But for them to be asking for updates, she asked me for an update about the tablet. She said if I get pulled over again and it's not mounted, it could be a serious issue. Like, I don't need the tablet to be mounted. I'm not looking at my time. I know when I need to stop. It's not like I'm doing long hauls. I'm doing local shit, so I know when I have to stop. But it's a fucking requirement. And to tell you the truth, guys, I'm getting tired of this intermodal stuff anyway. I've been talking about this for a while. Looking for a different thing. looking for something different. I'm trying to completely get out of intermodal because of many reasons. One reason is we're always getting overweight ass freaking loads, and I'm already down like 3 shocks because of that. They constantly have to be putting my truck in the shop because of all this all these heavy ass loads, and the rail yards, man. The rail yards, the waiting time there now too, it sucks. Like, people complain about reefers or dry vans having to wait at a dock 2 to 3 hours. Well, guess what? That's 2 to 3 hours one time while you get fucking loaded and leave, or unloaded and leave. Right here, shit, you could wait 2 to 3 hours in the morning, and then you could wait another 5 to 6 hours depending on what rail yard you go in the afternoon. So it fucking sucks. Other than that too, it's just like having to be switching these early ass chassis that are not even up to date. They're all falling apart. But yet it's our responsibility to pay for a flat tire, and the tires are not even in the best condition. Having to drive from one yard to another. You got a badass chassis. Well, no, now you got to drop it because this box doesn't require a track. It requires a flex. And if there's no fucking chassis in one rail yard, then hey, you gotta get the hell out, drive 20 minutes to a fucking depot, see if they have any chassis, and then come right back and get loaded. Like, it's just so many reasons why I want to leave this fucking place. And then the main reason was them like just micromanaging me since I got pulled over. Like, dude, I took care of everything else. Like, they were even asking me about if I took care of the muff flap, the reflectors, and all that shit. They emailed me a form, a maintenance record form, where I gotta write down the violation number and then on the side write down what I did to fix it. So I sent it in, and they're still calling me about that. And I'm just like, fuck, dude, I can't stand a goddamn company that calls me 3-4 times about that when they could easily go on my file, look at the goddamn picture at the email, and see, damn, yeah, he did take care of it. Why do you have to fucking micromanage? That's the one thing I hate, is micromanaging. Even as a supervisor, or when I was a manager, I used to hate micromanaging. Like, it's either you do your job and you're a good worker, or hey, you're not cut out and you leave, and that's it. I don't have to be babysitting. Nobody has to be babysitting anybody. Like, this whole thing about the tablet, that shit is minor. The only reason why I haven't mounted is because Evan's little mount that they sent goes on the window. Where the hell am I gonna put it on my window? It's gonna obstruct my view. That's what I kept telling them. And the one time that I did put it on, it kept on falling off. Like, it's a real cheap one. And they said it was my responsibility to do it, but I told them I'm not gonna be doing holes on my dashboard to try to mount their shit. I'm not gonna do that. I shouldn't have to. But like I said, man, I'm just a little fed up with this intermodal stuff. I am really trying to find something else. I'm on the lookout for something else. Reefer, dry van, whatever. Call me a door swinger, it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, door swinging or flatbedding, you got the same fucking rate, so it doesn't really matter. So that's where I'm at right now. I was actually considering going to a company in intermodal with 53 footers, but then I looked at my option and I said, shit, it's gonna be the same thing. Intermodal is intermodal. The only difference is with 53 footers is a lot of these boxes are already mounted. So it's a lot of dropping hooks. But it's the same shit, man. There's a lot of crappy equipment. You still gotta deal with roadability if you go over and pick up your equipment and it's fucked up. So beats the purpose of that. Or it's the same thing, if you're on the road, you think you got good equipment and then you got your pop tire, then, you know, same thing, you gotta pay for it. You know, it's part of the game, but it gets a little old. It gets a little old when, you know, like I said, I gotta keep on putting maintenance in my truck because it keeps on, you know, one thing or another keeps on breaking because of these crappy ass rail yards, crappy ass depots, the heavy ass fucking loads. I don't know. Like I said, man, that's where I'm at right now. I'm just unhappy with this. That's all it is. On another note, another thing I've been upset about or frustrated is, man, I've been trying to get my title for this truck for the longest, bro, since July that I finished paying for this truck. I was supposed to get it mailed. That's what they told me. Never got mailed. 2 weeks after I paid for it, they told me it was gonna be mailed. Like 2-3 weeks after that, I didn't see it in the mail, so I called the finance company. Right? They told me that they released it, that it was supposed to be sent to the mail, but I guess it went to the state. So I had to go to my DMV and just go get it there. The only thing they sent me was a contract release letter saying or indicating that I was done paying for my truck and the contract was complete, right? They told me to take that letter, and no, hell no. I get to the DMV, and first of all, DMV workers are the most unhappy workers that I have ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, just their demeanor, their attitude, they're not helpful and they don't want to help you. but fortunately, I was able to get somebody that was helping me out. But the guy right away told me, like, hey man, we can't do anything with that letter. Like, that letter is just saying that you finished paying for your lease. Congratulations, that, you know. But what we do need is like a lien lease purchase or a lien release, the letter, which that letter has to have obviously the information of the truck, the vehicle, the VIN number, all that stuff, their information for the finance company that they're at, and then on that letter saying that you know, the title has been released, I am the owner, and it has to be notarized too. So now I'm waiting on that. It's been a couple weeks too, and I haven't gotten it. So I'm getting really upset about this fucking company. I should have been having my damn title already. There's no fucking reason why I shouldn't. Like, how are you gonna pay for a goddamn, you know, $58,000 vehicle and not get your fucking title? You expected your money. I expect my title expedited as soon as I put my last payment. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason why it should still go to the fucking state and I have to do all these extra things. I mean, damn, when I paid my personal vehicle, I got my title fast. You know, I got it within like those 2 weeks. I had even forgotten about it and I got it in the mail. I was like, oh shit, okay, cool. But I don't know if it's a lot different with commercial vehicles. I don't know why. Like I said, it's a fucking lease that you're paying off, a loan that you're paying off. So as soon as you pay it off, you gotta get what's yours, right? I don't understand. I really don't understand all this extra stuff. Another thing I was gonna tell, man, I was gonna say, like, another reason why I don't want to stay in this company is, man, a lot of these in the intermodal companies, it's forced dispatch, dude. you're owner operator, but you're forced to do that fucking work. If you don't, you got consequences, man. You get like the ugly treatment. You get them ugly ass fucking loads if you don't do the fucking loads that you're asking to. So, you know, like I said, man, I just fed up. I'm trying to be the owner operator, man. I'm not trying to work for fucking people that are greedy as fuck, and they get more work than they could fucking handle. So, a couple nice trucks over here. We'll be here in Romeoville, Bolingbrook. I don't know, whatever it is, right here on 955, right after this Peterbilt dealership. There's a smaller dealership out here. That was where I bought my second Volvo. Still out there. Alright, we're here at BNSF. Gonna be screwed, man. There's a freaking empty chassis right there, right where my freaking section is at. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to wait for the machine, the crane. But I mean, this guy has helped out 2 people already, but since this shit is in his way, he can't move it. Need one of these damn spotters to move this crap. But he doesn't tell anybody. Hopefully it does, because damn, this shit's annoying. Hey, let this guy know, bro. Let this guy know, little bro. Nope. Fuck my life. Alright, we'll see how long we'll be here, man. Man, they gave up. They didn't even ask for anybody over here. But crane is coming my way already, so I'll let them know. It's right there on the top. Hopefully they give us the damn box. Oh, we're on our way with box number 2. You guys don't know how much I struggle to slide these tandems with this 20. Fuck. The pins were getting stuck. Had to hammer the hell out of them. It was tough, man. I think I was there for like half an hour trying to slide those damn tandems, but we got it. We're on our way now. Can't wait to just fucking leave that box there already and get up out of there. Told dispatch, don't give me any more fucking overweight unless it's on tri-axles, man. I don't know if you guys can notice, but I don't know if you guys can hear, but the fan clutch has been on the whole time. My temperature is way below because it doesn't shut off. It's only about 60 degrees out here, but because this damn fan is going on full blast when I step on it, it's not letting my truck warm up. Sounds like there's an air leak around the fan clutch. I'm gonna check it out as soon as I get to the yard and see what the problem is, because man is really messing with my fuel right now. So gotta get it checked before anything else major happens. We're at the yard. Found the air leak. Look like it's the hose that goes on the compressor to the governor. It's a major leak. I'm gonna put a picture up right now. I think that's what's going on. That's leaking, and then it's making my fan clutch go crazy, and my air just keeps on going to 140 instead of 135. So I'm gonna get that taken care of as soon as I can, whenever I can, because it's Saturday. There's no dealers available right now. Most of the truck parts is closed, so I gotta wait till during the week so I could do it. So we'll see. But I'm gonna leave you guys on this note. I just finished doing all the deliveries. Came back to find this out, and not too happy about it, but what can you do? It's nothing too major, something easy, something simple. It's just that was driving me wild. I had to look for it. I couldn't do it with the truck off, so I had to wait for the right time for when it started leaking, and I'm glad I found it. But hope you guys liked the video. I hope you guys don't mind my rants. These are my rants. It's part of trucking, but we're gonna see what comes to us in the future, and see if we can get out of here and see if we can get something better, and hopefully trucking does get a lot better, because right now everything is a little slow. But for now, let's keep on trucking, keep moving forward, and I'll see you guys in the next one.